Hello folks, once again, I'm here in the house by myself, talking to myself. Some people can do this shit, selfies, all that, it's just not me. Believe me, I am uncomfortable, but I do it anyways. I do it for the team, me. What we're doing today, we're gonna cut in a box into the peninsula. By code, any island or peninsula has to have a plug on the end of it. Don't ask me why, because there's a plug about 3 feet away. It just has to be. It's a code. That book is written for coast to coast. Other inspectors may interpret it differently. I don't know, but that's what we have to do here. So I'm going to show you step by step how to cut it in. It's a bit of a pain in the neck, and usually I have a carpenter do it, but I can do it. It's just a matter of cutting the hole and getting it in. But there's a few steps to do so you can do yours cleanly. And try not to mess it up too bad. I'll try not to mess it up too bad. So, take a look, see what we can do. Okay, so first thing we've got to determine where this box is going to go. We're going to use a steel box here, and this is what's going to go in it. But it's sitting at about 2 3/4 inches deep. There's drawers that go in here. They push back, and if you don't have it right on the money, those drawers are going to hit it and your drawers won't close. So we got to get it all the way to the back. I think we only have about 3 inches of clearance. So I prefer using these stick rules instead of a tape measure, and it just bends and stuff like that. This thing I could stick it out 5, 6 feet. It isn't going anywhere. So I know that the back of my box, furthest I can go 23.5 inches to the back of the cabinet. That's going to be the back side of my box. So I know I come right here on the other side of it, 23 inches over, excuse me, 23 inches over, that's where I'm going to start. We got these runners here, and my box will hit the runners. These ears. So I'm going to go a little bit beneath those runners. I'm trying to be as high, trying to bring it up as high as I can, but I can only do what I can do. So the bottom of the runner to this opening, 4.5 inches. So I know that the top of my box is going to be 4.5 inches. It's going to be beneath the runners. I'm going to be all the way back and beneath the runners so I don't hit anything. Okay? Now, let's mark it out. Okay, after looking at this, our 23.5 inches, 23 1/4 runs right to the back of this. There's a little trim piece. So you're kind of slave to whatever you have here. There's nothing else I can do. I'm not going to drill into the trim piece, and I have to have enough room for my plate to fit good on it. So we have 4.5, but there's an 1.5 inch gap up from where I measured to the bottom of the countertop. That's 6 inches. So 1.5 inches, 4.5 plus 1.5 inches is 6. Yeah, I can add 2 on top of being good looking. Yeah, it's debatable. Okay, 6 inches. Big black marker. I just love me. Markers on the nice white cabinets. So I'm going to take my box. I'm going to trim around the back. I'm going to just trace around the back side of it. Because these screws have to fit in there snug. This piece, if you look at it, it's a little bit offset from there. That piece has also got to go back. It's only so the ears can catch it. Can catch right on the edge of the wood. So you have to trim out around all this stuff. So I'll bring it as tight as I can here. And trace her out. Nothing to it. Try not to get too sloppy. This is a white cabinet. This is a permanent marker. Yeah. I tell you, even when I was an apprentice, they weren't big fans of me. Never cleaned my mess up. And I don't know, I guess I just really didn't care. Never showed up to work on time. I just felt like blowing it off and having beer and tacos. I just did. So, yeah, unemployment I had a lot of unemployment times, but I decided to go into business for myself. So, people are jealous. I live in the lap of luxury. but I'm here in a house that just got robbed. Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, crackheads everywhere. Everywhere I work, a bunch of crackheads. That's where the money is. Okay, so what you want to do? Take your little paddle bit, hit each corner of where the box is going to go. So you have a place to where your blade, if you're running your blade, you can turn as opposed to turning your saw and bending your blade and it won't go in straight. So I don't exactly, it doesn't have to exactly be in each corner because then we can just trim it up nicer after the fact. So here goes. 1, 2, 3, and yes, I can count. I'm gonna put a hole right where that little eyelet was, so I don't have to finesse my saw around it. Perfect. Don't push too much. Let your drill do the work, because you push too much, the way how cheaply these are made, the backing, the material will just push out of it, and then you'll be in a world of hurt because then it won't grab. That's that. Next, let's get the saw. Okay, I'm going to try to get you a closer look. I want to put the phone right up to it. Yes, it's a phone. I don't have a camera crew. Right next to it. You can see, I could see that you can see that the lines are still there. All I simply do is just carve that out. I don't know how this is going to sound, loud or what, but maybe I'll just put some nice music, some ambiance when I put this on YouTube. Okay, so we just go from hole to hole. Just trim it up, simple as that. Here goes. Do that. Nothing to it. Now, let's see if this fits. We got lucky. Yeah, need to trim it a little bit more. And I missed these little doohickeys. Put a little cut in for those too, because those will hold you up too. Cut there, cut there. I can see that I got some black pieces in there though, that I didn't quite cut it out well enough. Even I don't get it right in the first time. Believe it or not, it's crazy. Here goes. Oh yeah, wear safety glasses too. It's mine. You'd be surprised at all the whiners and the haters. No safety glasses, no hard hat. Always stay safe. Like I say, these are my eyes. I can choose to do what I want with them. You be safe. We'll try that now. Let's see. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. I'm gonna knock my knockout out. Make sure I have a green ground screw in there. We're going to ground this thing too. To knock that out, because we're going to put some flex in there. It's got to be protected. You can't just have wire dangling in the back of your cabinet. Anything, put something sharp or something in there and cut it. Get that. The whole idea, so we don't get zapped. So, it's a little snug, bear with me. So what do? Take the hammer to it. But look at how cleanly, I don't know if you can see it, how cleanly that sits in there. My little eyelets in there, nice and clean. There's hardly any room around there, nice and snug. That's about it. Maybe I'll show you how to put the flex and wire it. This is basically to show you how to put the plug in. So yeah, I'll show you the flex. I'm feeling generous today, but I gotta get this done. It's one of those days. I'm miserable. I'm in Detroit. I'm miserable. I want to move to Vegas and just cut hair or something. So, after 33 years, yeah, all ends tired. And I think I'm gonna get some tacos and beer. That's the only thing that really cheers me up. So, all right, stand by.